welcome back to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit, and today we have another timeless pick a card reading on what are people's secret thoughts of you, what do people secretly think of you but won't say. And we have three piles to choose from. From the Brittany Oracle, we have the Strong Woman. Pile number 2, we have the Seeker. And pile number 3, we have this card. I can't say what the card's name is, but this is the card. So take a minute, see what pile is being called to you intuitively. The description box below will have the timestamp for your pile. Pause the video, take a minute, see what pile is being called to you. And again, remember, these are general readings. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video. Share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for private reading. And I'll see you guys in your reading. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the Strong Woman card, this is your reading on what are people's secret thoughts of you. So just give me a minute and we'll shuffle and get to channeling. Okay, pile number 1, we have the Empress, we have Page of Swords, we have Two of Cups, we have Queen of Pentacles, we have Eight of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Wands. I was going to say Swords, but it's Five of Wands. We do have Five of Swords, and we have Six of Pentacles. So I'm getting a very, very clear message over here for you, pile number 1. A lot of people, firstly, I do think you could be seen over here. You could be in the public eye in some way, shape, form. Or if you're not, I do think you're going to be. And I do think that is also going to be a source of income because we do have a lot of pentacles over here. So in a way, people's secret thoughts of you does matter because I do think you have this strong ability to sort of influence like a collective's unconscious. So this could very much be my pile of tarot readers, but people are really seeing you right now in your strength. You're sitting on your throne, so to speak, over here, and people can also see that you're very, very happy doing what you're doing. It is truly bringing you a sense of fulfillment. And my hand just pushed the Six of Pentacles card. So people definitely secretly think of you as a giver, and you're always giving, and you're always giving more than you get. And people can see that. People can see just how truly receptive you are, and you're truly in your divine feminine energy where you're not chasing, you're not even trying to attract, you're just busy being yourself and vibrating at a very high frequency, still doing your studies, still doing whatever interests you, and again doing whatever it takes to keep your cup full so you can fill other people's cup. And people can really see how much you work hard. I think we have Eight of Pentacles in the center of the reading, and Eight of Pentacles is about repetitive hard work. It is just about working 7 days a week all the time over a long period of time till you truly perfect something and it becomes second nature to you. So people can really see the toil and the effort that it has really taken for you to even reach this level, and people can definitely sense that you're only going to get better. And there is a message over here of you navigating some very, very difficult situations, some very sticky situations, and you have come out on top. And this is also something people secretly think of you, that nothing truly gets in your way, and you have this ability to make something work for you even if it is not supposed to work for you. So people can see how you truly rise from conflict. In fact, you use conflict as an opportunity to grow. And let me tell you, pile number 1, you're the best kind of people because instead of complaining about how wrong everything in your life is, you actually do something about it without having people to tell you. So you're very, very self-reliant and you're very, very self-contained. And this is something people really think of you. And let me tell you, people like you are very rare. You know, the world is full of people who just love to complain. So keep doing your thing, keep shining. And I do think there are a lot of romantic suitors, and I know a lot of y'all are going to be like, where? But I do think a lot of them just don't approach you because they know they're not going to be an energetic match to you. And yes, loneliness is loneliness, but I do think that you have a grand purpose over here. Your life has a lot more to do than just being in love. Pile number 1, if you really choose that, I do think you have a greater purpose sort of calling to you, and it is going to require sacrifices at your end. It is going to require just more discipline and continuation and maintenance of the hard work that you have done. But I do think this is going to bring you the most emotional satisfaction right now, not a relationship. So I do think a lot of y'all are single right now, but just keep doing your thing, you know. Keep shining. I think if you just keep shining, you will attract in a person who you won't have to lower your frequency for. And trust me, that becomes a big deal breaker in any relationship. So keep doing your thing. Keep shining, because you clearly are shining over here. And I think people just think that no one can get one over on you. You know, I do think there are all kinds of people around you who want different things from you, but they know they have to come correct to you, because you will be able to suss out any BS basically. So, you know, be very, I wouldn't say you have to be vigilant, but just be mindful about even the kind of people you have around you, because it does affect your energy from time to time, pile number one. So definitely take account of who is around you. That is important over here as well. And on the Ace of Pentacles card, they're playing chess. So people can definitely see that you play chess and not checkers. You're very calculated, 20 steps in advance. You know why you're doing, even if it is an intuitive thing that you're doing, you might not always need to know, but you always get to where you need to be. And this is what people secretly see, especially people who have been around you for a very long time. People can definitely sense this and see this about you. And what people secretly think of you is also how protected you are. Maybe you are spiritual and you talk about your spirituality, but people can definitely sense that you're very, very protected, you're very, very guarded. There's definitely a force protecting you and aiding you on your journey over here. And I do think there are a lot of people who don't show themselves, who do watch you, pile number one, especially if you're in the public eye. So you have a lot more eyes on you than you realize. And that's okay. Understand that you are the star and everyone is going to look up at the star, pile number one. So understand that you are in a different league. It's funny because I just heard a song today called Different League by Nave Smalls. Check it out, it's a cool song. Maybe that's your channel song. And that song is just basically about you feeling yourself. So and sort of owning that and really being that. So I think the more you just operate out of this energy of love, of just knowing what you have to do and getting it done, and also getting the laurels for it, but consistently doing that hard work, you know, you're truly going to be unstoppable. I think you're going to reach new heights. You're going to be in a different league altogether. I don't think you have any competition, pile number one. You are your competition. So move accordingly. Yeah. Okay, we have Nine of Swords below the deck. So this could be my pile of night owls. And if you cannot sleep, my advice is there's a reason you cannot sleep. You don't always have to listen to everyone and sleep early and wake up early. That's cute. If that works for you, it doesn't work for me. And trust me, I do my best work at night. So utilize the night time if you're not able to sleep. That will also be an important message over here for someone, because there are a lot of night cards here as well. So I do think you enjoy the night. And people can also sense that, you know, there is something a little dark and witchy about you. So you do have this intrigue around you. People really want to ask you questions, but they really hold themselves back because they just don't know what the reply is going to be. Yeah. Shuffle some oracle. Okay, pile number one, we have card number 46, card number 42, card number 32, and card number 28. I don't remember names, but I think the first card is the boy and the mermaid, and card 42 is the Frau, I think, and 32 is the coffin, and 28 is toil. So again, people really see your hard work. People really commend you on that. I do think a lot of people do tell you how much you inspire them to work hard, but a lot of people don't tell you that. But a lot of people are inspired by just your ability to consistently do what you're doing over here. And people can also sense that you are a bit of an introvert. You definitely have a colorful past, and you've had your own experiences, therefore you choose to keep yourself away from other people. Totally understandable, pile number one. And people secretly think that you do have like a Faustian bargain, because that's what card number 42 is showing us. It is showing us a witch and an old lady, and the devil making a pact. So people do think you have some pact, which I don't think you have, made to get all the success that you're getting. Because again, on card 46, the boy's trying to steal some fish, but the mermaids are catching him. So people who have wronged you in one way or another, they do get exposed, and people really see them for who they are, which is rats. So people secretly think that just you're truly blessed, and they just can't wait to see what you're gonna do next, because they know that you're only getting more refined with time. People know you're only getting more more amazing at whatever you're doing over here. So just keep killing it, pile number one. All good stuff. Any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number ones. Again, it's a general reading. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And I'll see you guys in your next video. Thank you. Number two, if you chose the Seeker card, this is your reading on people's secret thoughts of you. So just give me a minute and we'll get to channeling. Okay, pile number two, we have King of Wands, we have Ten of Wands, we have Knight of Cups, Eight of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Ace of Swords, and Ace of Wands. So I'm seeing a lot of wands. So people are definitely very, very attracted to you, I think. And I think people secretly think of this. People secretly think of, you know, if someone is attracted to you, then how many more people would be attracted to you the way they are? Because you do have this very innocent vibe to you. You do have this very fairy like creature energy to you. You're very playful. You're also giving manic pixie dream girl over here, I would say. And even the deck I'm using, it's the Tarot of the Witch's Garden. So you could be into plants, you could be into cottagecore, fairycore, just the pastoral vibes. Or at least you have that very earthy feeling to you. People feel very calm and composed in your presence. And people definitely think you're extremely magical. So I do think, again, this is my very spiritual pile. You could very much be my tarot readers, psychics, yoga babes, all of it, astrologers, Reiki teachers. And I do think your spirituality is a very big part of your personality, and people do see that. And people can see that, yes, you do have this very fairy-like demeanor, but the still waters run deep with you. People can see that you are a leader over here. So you could have an established practice over here that you do that people know of. And people can see that you're very, very responsible. You could have Jupiter in the 10th house, that's what I'm getting. But you do have a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders, and you make it look way too easy. But people can definitely sense that you are dealing with a lot. You do have a lot on your plate over here. But it doesn't take away the joy from which you see the world. And people can sense this about you. We do have Knight of Cups, which is the most romantic of the night, you know. And people love that you still maintain this dreamy quality to you, despite, you know, people being able to sense your darkness. And people also sense that you are a little witchy. You could very much be into magic over here with the Eight of Wands. She's casting her wands out as a spell, and you're also very good at making money, and you're good at managing your money. So sustenance is also something people really like how you do. So I do think you're trying to achieve that is going to take a long time, and it is because you're so steady in what you're trying to achieve, you're going to actually be successful in it, pile number two. So please understand that. And again, with I'm getting a very similar message with Two of Pentacles. You definitely do have a lot on your plate. You could have kids, you could have businesses, you could be studying, you could have just a lot going on for you right now. And people do secretly think about what goes on behind the scenes, because people don't always get to see what is going on behind the scenes, even if you upload like a cryptic meme. Because I think max you would do if you're going through something is maybe upload like a cryptic meme, but you're not someone who really lets out your business. So there's a lot of speculation around you, and because you have such an enchanting magical energy, people love to project. So I do think a fear you have deep within yourself is that no one will be able to really see you for who you are, for all your beautiful depth. And I do think you will be able to attract in the right kind of people who will truly see you for who you are, and not sort of treat you like a cash cow. right? And people also see that you're very, very good with your words, Five of Swords and Ace of Swords. So people can really see that you can even turn around a very difficult situation, a very sticky situation for you in a way that benefits you. And people know better not to cross you. People better know to watch their words around you because you will pull up with the sword. So you could have your moon in Kritika Nakshatra, or even if you don't have that, I do think you have this energy of people who have their moon in Kritika Nakshatra, which is they're cutters. You have the ability to just sever anything that is no longer working for you, whether it be belief systems, people, attachments. And that is a superpower of great importance. Not a lot of people can do that. In fact, people spend lifetimes just going round and round in the same karmic cycles without being able to sever it. But you do have this superpower, and people can sense this. Hence, even people who are left in your life, they know that they have to come correct. And I do feel it has taken a lot of time at your end to get to this level, because I know it's not easy to make all this work magically, because that's what you're doing, pile number two. And people might not be able to put it into words, but they do sense that it's not just you're not just an ordinary human being going about living your ordinary human life. People, you inspire the enchantment and wonder in people. You're quite literally like a fairy tale character, I would say. And at the end of the day, you are a seeker, and a seeker's job is to be the perpetual novice, right? It is to just want to seek and seek and seek and then seek more. And people love that about you. And again, I'm just noticing that she's wearing a blue dress. So you do have the ability to alchemize your sadness into just beauty. Like I'm just seeing blue color turning into glitter, and that's what you're basically doing, pile number two. So I know you might not even have a lot of people around you to encourage you or to really tell you that they do really see you, but I really see what you're trying to do over here, pile number two, and it is brilliant work. And it does take someone extremely magical as you to be able to do this and understand even the situations that you have been placed in is exactly what you need to sort of invoke your magic even more. So I would say just go deeper into your practices or whatever you're trying to achieve over here, because you will be extremely successful, and you might feel tired and fatigued from time to time, but know you will have enough energy and strength to go after what you're truly wanting for yourself. And if you're trying to do any magical practices, try to do them at night. Don't do them during the daytime. And see the difference for yourself. That's again a message for you. It's very interesting. The reading starts with King of Wands and ends with Ace of Wands. So there is a lot of this fiery energy around you. And the thing with fiery energy is it better be channeled into something, otherwise it burns you. So if if you're not feeling very like yourself lately, if you're feeling on edge, just give yourself a timeout and then get back to it, because you don't want to burn out over here. Yes, you need this force to create with the fire, but it's also about the sustenance of the fire, right? Pile number two. That is also a very, very important message, because it can become a burden, right? Ten of Wands, it can become too much too soon. So how do you make it a slow burn is pretty much the trick for you. And this was clearly a channeled message for someone. But coming back to the reading, people can really see that you do have a good head on your shoulders, and you do have wisdom guiding you to where you need to be, and you know when to conserve, you know when to expand and conquer. And this truly makes you deadly, because again, you're still doing all of this, but you're still operating out of love, and you're still doing everything out of happiness and joy, and it just rubs off on people like a fairy would. Pile number two, I think that's the best way I can describe what people really think of you secretly. Because I don't think a lot of people always can understand the mystery, right? And I do think with you, things are hidden in the plain sight. If people maybe just ask the right questions, you would give them an answer. It's just, I don't think people, I do think people like get nervous and they don't ask you what they want to ask you. But I do think you're also extremely telepathic, and I do think at times you can read people's mind. So I do think that is also a skill you have that you can refine. Shuffle some oracle. Okay, pile number 2, we have card number 31, card number 14, and card number 1, which is Cavalcade, I think. And we have the Cauldron card and we have the Dancing Ladies. So, again, people just love how there is innocence to what you're doing, and there is so much joyfulness in what you're trying to do and what you're doing so successfully that it does rub off on people. It's like your energy feels like listening to a really good R&B song with a really good heavy production with extra bass, and how that just makes you naturally want to dance. That's how you make people feel secretly, pile number 2. And again, people see that you're very good at manifesting. So I do think a lot of people want to learn how to manifest from you, because they do see that you do have that witchy wizard side to you. And with the cavalcade, I feel it's sort of like, again, he's sort of in a cauldron, right? Mm, I do think people also sense the mischievousness with you. People do also see you as trouble, pile number 2, because they know interacting with you, they're not going to be the same ever again. And a lot of people honestly don't want to take the change. A lot of people are very comfortable where they are. So I think that has been a lesson for you to just learn and let go, right? Yeah. But people do understand that dealing with you is not just dealing with you, it is also dealing with a lot of spiritual forces backing you up. I think that's the best way I can wrap up this reading. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number 2. Again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for private reading. And I'll see you guys in your next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose this card, bad. I don't even know if I can say that on YouTube anymore. This is your reading on what are people's secret thoughts of you, and give me a minute and we'll get to channeling. Okay, pile number 3, we have Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, we have Nine of Cups, Knight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Seven of Swords, King of Pentacles, Two of Swords. So I'm getting a very clear message over here, what people secretly think of you, and I do think these are people who have been around you. They think that you haven't let any of your lowest moments define you. In fact, you have used it as fuel to come out on top, and you always have. You only are getting better and better than where you were the last time. And this intimidates people, this scares people a little. I do think there's also some jealousy around you, because most people know they would not be able to achieve the kind of feats you have been able to achieve, given the kind of situation and circumstances that you have been in, pile number 3. And people definitely see you as a superhero. And people still also see you as incredibly lucky and blessed. We do have Wheel of Fortune and Tower with Nine of Cups. So you not only make whatever cards you have been dealt with work for you, but you make it work in a way where you do get what you want or what truly makes you happy and content. And you do this by walking away, because before Nine of Cups we have Eight of Cups, and we sort of have to walk away from everything that we have always wanted to truly walk towards a happier future, right? And people also see that how pressure actually works for you. You do very well in very difficult situations. So I would say this is my pile of people who are incredibly strong and resilient. You don't get bogged down just the way most people would by minor inconveniences. You really know how to dig your heels in and do what needs to be done. And it's very interesting, we have a cowboy on the Knight of Wands card. So Again, people see you as a go-getter. People see you as someone who's truly fearless in a way where you do feel the fear, but you still do what needs to be done. Therefore, a lot, and I do think maybe these are people a little older than you who maybe missed out on certain important life events, and they see you go through that age and they see you winning. And I think this really messes up a lot of people who are jealous of you. And I'm really not trying to focus on that kind of energy, but I guess it's coming up. So it's coming up for a reason. And needless to say, you're very, very protected. And I do think you have bigger fish to fry than these losers. Pile number three. Anyway, with Three of Pentacles, again, people see how collaborative you are, not just with humans, but also with the spirit realm, and how the patience you have and the surrender you have actually leads to more abundance in your life. And people do see this. And I think people try doing this, but it doesn't work for them. And I don't think it is supposed to work for them, because I don't think they're truly doing it from a place of love and surrender, right? It's like when someone does magic from a genuine place of wanting to do magic, and when someone does magic from greed, it is going to be different, right? You're not going to get the same outcomes. So I do think people try to mimic your outcomes. People, there's a lot of mimicking energy around your pile number three, and I do get it. It can be very irksome, right? But I guess you just have to be the bigger person and let these cheap imitations do what they have to do, because you are the real deal. We do have King of Pentacles over here, so. And I do think this pile, you're supposed to make the abundance and legacy wealth through your own sheer skills and hard work of what you are doing. So I don't necessarily see you inheriting like a family business. I see you creating your own business over here, pile number three. So that is an important message over here as well. And I do think people can sense this. People can really sense that, if this was a horse race, everyone would want to bet the money on you, pile number three. And again, we do have the indecisiveness, and I do think you particularly have dealt with a lot of shady characters, pile number three, and it has only made you stronger. And it has only made your discernment sharper. And again, I don't think an average person has these many ops the way you do, pile number three, but and I think this is just observation of other people, because I don't even think this is how you see things. I think this is just people who have just observed you from the shadows, just fighting your war and winning every single battle. And that is what people secretly feel. They feel this deep sense of respect for you. No one can say what you're doing is wrong, pile number three. You have reached that level. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, and you don't have to say that don't have to prove anything to anyone anymore. Your actions speak so loudly, and they speak loudly than your haters. So please understand that. And this card, it is from the Womanizer music video, and the first line of the song is, "Hey superstar, where you're going." So people do see you as the superstar. People do see you as just a shark in the tank. People do see you as someone who's going to go for the jugular and then some. So your overachieving abilities, it's a God-given gift, and it is a blessing that you have. And you have to persist in a way where most people will not be able to persist, because you do have a grander mission over here, if that makes sense. Your life purpose is a little more bigger than an average person's. And I'm not speaking from a place of ego. It's just you do have a lot more to do and achieve in this lifetime than an average person. And I do think you will be able to do this very successfully. And I think this is what people really secretly think of you, that they would not want to be against you in any sort of the way, and they definitely wouldn't want to cross you. Pretty neat. Shuffle some more. Okay, pile number three, we have card number 37, the Sleeping Demon. Card number 43, the Witch's Sabbath. And card number 21, the Demon Fighting the Lions. So again, with card number 21, I do feel there is this just a lot of violence and aggression around you, or it has been in your past, and you don't let your scars define you. In fact, your scars have only made you more resistant and tolerant, and it has made your immunity even stronger to dealing with any and every kind of person thrown at you. So you're quite literally like Hercules, pile number 3. That's what I'm feeling. And I do think these difficulties that you have experienced has been the perfect teacher for you to become the best version of yourself. Even if it might not always feel like that, please understand that. And with card number 43, I do think people do think maybe you use some underhanded means like magic and tantra to get what you want. But even if you do, there's nothing wrong in it. But again, people do sort of, people cannot comprehend how can you do what you do, maybe knowing your backstory and your trauma, and it just doesn't, people cannot just fathom and wrap their heads around you because you are so deep and you are such an enigma, pile number 3. And I think you're constantly just discovering yourself at a deeper level. And I do think this is just something that's gonna keep going on. And I do think people like this are just gonna fall away like flies in your life, you know? So, and I don't know why, I'm not even trying to focus on the negativity, but I guess it's coming up. So if you're dealing with some rat, just know that the rat has its judgment day coming very, very soon. Yeah. And like I said, you do have bigger fish to fry. I don't think your ops, people who think you are their ops and are not truly your ops, I do think you are like a generational curse breaker. So you have more important things to attend to than people's petty squabbles about their ego, right? Pile number 3. So just keep doing what you're doing because you're truly bad. I think I'll have to edit that out. I don't know. Yeah. Any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number 3s. Again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow, and if you want to reach out for private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for private reading, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Thank you.